Here's the idea. I have a bowl for my keys, but I don't really like it. I think it looks messy, and also I forget to put my keys in there, which is how I found out that my car key can survive both my washing machine and my dryer. Yeah, it's also the only car key I have, but it survived, so yay. Okay, so picture this. What if you had a door handle, but on the bottom of it, on the inside, there's a track for your keys. So you can slide your keys on and off, and then through some magical mechanism that I haven't figured out yet, you can just pull out any set of keys to retrieve it. If that doesn't fully make sense yet, don't worry, just be patient, because it probably won't make sense at the end of the video either. Or maybe it will. I don't know. That is why I'm here doing what I do. So let's start prototyping. First magic trick, we're gonna try this. So imagine that this is a little keychain attachment. So you basically have your keys attached with this little mallet looking thing. And then this is at the bottom of your door handle, and you slide this on, and it slides very nicely. And then if you wanna take your keys out, I twist it and pull it out. Is this gonna be easier than I thought it was gonna be? I was so gearing up mentally and emotionally for that this was gonna be a project that fucking sucks to make. Well, I guess we'll just not look a build gift in the mouth. Let's make a 3D printable version. So, fuck. Oh, guys. I made this slip too little.
What words are you saying?
I made the slip too little. This is V1, and it was not the one. V2. Here's your door handle. Here's your key holder. Like, all I want is to be able to slide it in and then pull it out, and I want it to be easy and satisfying. It's starting to sound like a really bad dating profile. Let's keep working on it and refining it. I'm actually gonna make more of the key holders. These are just leftover dowels, I think, from the menstruation machine, maybe. It's gonna require a lot of precision drilling of round objects though, which is not my favorite, but we'll get through it. Slide it in, pull it out, lock and leave. I wanted it to feel a little bit more clink, clink, clink than it did before. So Stu made these little compliant mechanisms. Basically, these little guys move up and down, in theory, when you slide this in. It feels worse. It still needs cleanup, but I made 3 of them. So my hope is that these little teeth are gonna help keep the keys in the right orientation so that it can't like fall askew. But then when you need to take it out, they just lift out of the way Okay, let's try this one. Ooh, I like that one better. Dude, this is so good. It's like not as complex and engineered as I'd imagined that it would be, but it also doesn't need to. Something else that doesn't need to be complex is finding a job that you love and that also does good in this world. This video is sponsored by 80,000 hours, and you have 80,000 hours in your career. So that's 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year for 40 years. That is a lot of time. And it means that your career is probably your biggest opportunity to have a positive impact on the world. 80,000 Hours is a nonprofit that aims to help people find careers that are fulfilling and do good. They spent the last 10 years researching and looking at the best available evidence on how to have a fulfilling career, and everything they provide is free, forever. Career advice can be really hard to come by if you care a lot about social impact. Most people think maybe I become a doctor or a teacher or a charity worker, but those aren't your only options, and they probably aren't your best options either. 80,000 Hours has a website with tons of collected research on high impact careers. They also have a job board which lists currently open roles that they think might help you have a positive impact, and a podcast where they have conversations with experts about the world's most pressing problems. And to get started planning a career that works on one of those pressing problems, sign up now at 80,000hours.org/Simone. Thanks, 80,000 Hours. Honestly, I'm amazed by how uniform I managed to make these. Like, these look like something you bought in a store, but I made them with my own frustration. I just wish that my fingers were a bit smaller so I could wear them like a ring. So my engineer Stu, who's in the UK, helped me build parts of the model for this. I just showed this to him on the webcam, and I was like, I don't know what this radius is. And he's like, I think this one's 4.5 and this one's 2.5. Check out this fit. The eyeballing capacity of that man, that is wild. I might just super glue it, but don't show anyone. Are you showing everyone, Anna? It's a prototype, okay? This is a really good pro tip, which is before you glue something, always have a plan for how you're gonna clamp it before you put the glue on. Dude. It doesn't bother me when it's there. Wow. And then take it out. I'm just gonna go. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad. Obviously, I would prefer it if it was all a part of the handle and it was all metal. But like, come on. I think I just impressed myself. So full transparency, I didn't really believe in this project and in the concept. So the initial plan was to install this in the workshop, which is why I got a black door handle, because like almost anything can go in the workshop. But it's turned out so much better than I could ever have imagined. So it has been promoted to gold and is gonna go in the house. This door handle is a little bit different from the original one because it has more space to put a track on. So I made a new one that can fit 8 keys, and we're just gonna go and install it at the house. I do feel a little bit bad about removing this door handle because it's really pretty, but I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm just gonna move it to another door in the house. Okay, it's not the prettiest under here, but we can fix that. I'll add a stopper. That is a very easy. Look at that. That is so cool. This entire project is like the unicorn of a project that's easier and better than you expected it to be. Like, what a joy this was. And now I only have to have my tampons and my seashells and hairpins and random coins from different parts of the world here. I don't need to have my keys in here anymore. What an improvement. I am so stoked with this project. I so badly want to turn it into a product, but I also so badly don't want to get into the door handle industry. But if you run a door handle company and you want to do a collaboration with Yetch Studio, hit me up. I got some ideas. Also, if you're wondering why I'm using key blanks and not actual keys, it's because if there are two things I would never put on the internet, it's my keys, because you can copy them off of photos, and my feet. And speaking of feet, this video is sponsored by Bombas. The team over at Bombas spent over 2 years in R&D testing their socks for comfort and durability, which is a lot of time. And I'm authorized to say that as somebody who spent 3 years making a coat hanger. They have a 100% happiness guarantee for your purchase, not for your entire life, even though having comfy feet does really help. They also offer free returns and exchanges for any reason, including that one of your socks disappears into another dimension through the infamous washing machine and dryer portal. Plus, buying Bombas socks helps get socks on the feet of people in need. For every pair of socks that you purchase, Bombas donates a pair, and they have donated over 150 million items to date. If you're like, no, I don't wear socks, then you do you. But also know that Bombas makes more than just socks. They make underwear, t-shirts, and stuff like these really cool and comfy slippers. So with Bombas, you can both feel good and do good. And new customers get 20% off of their first purchase. Just go to bombas.com/Simone and use code Simone20 at checkout for 20% off of your first purchase. And that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.